Now, we're going to have a look at notation. Now, notation is the international language for music, and look, especially if you're dealing with people that play different instruments, it's handy to have a basic understanding of it. It's not the focus of this program, but what we really want to know is, if you look at a piece of music, can you actually work out what scale it's playing and what notes they're actually using? So if you can do that, you can generally decipher what you need to actually work out the sheet music. So on the staff lines, the notes starting from E, then you've got G, so this is going up, B in the middle, D for your next line, and then F up the top. Okay. Now, you might go, that makes very little sense. If you look at the color codes I'm putting in here, they're actually the same colors that I'm using on the fretboards that you see. So it might help you a little bit. Now, if you think about it, you've got F finishing. Now that's actually after E. It means there's some gaps there, and they're actually the gaps. So on the staff lines, the spaces in between matter. So that's where you get an F again. So right after that E, in the space, you've got an F. Okay. Now, after your F, there'll be an A. Then the next space is a C. And the next space is an E. So with both of these, you can see you've actually got a bit of a pattern there. It's easy to remember a couple of tricks. Every good boy deserves fruit. There's your lines, face in the space. Now, that works all well and good, but when we actually go below the line, you start to get other notes coming in, and so you're actually going backwards in the alphabet down. Then if you go above the line, then you're actually working up into the higher notes, higher pitch. And you'll start to see that as our notes line up, you're actually getting a full range of A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay? What can happen then is you can actually have a sharp come in, and if you have the sharp, then it actually means that's an F sharp. Now, you can also have a flat, and so that might mean an A flat. Okay, they are different notes. But with the staff lines and scales, there's only normally 7 notes. So it's quite convenient. All you need to do is really put your hash in, your flat, and you can actually tell what the whole key is. You don't have to muck around with 12 different notes on the staff line. Some people have tried, don't do it. Now, the other thing that we'll have a look at, I guess, is how this works as an octave. So if you've got starting at an A, so it's our A minor scale, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, it repeats again to another A and keeps going. So you can start to see the different octaves will actually occupy different spaces on the staff line. Now, a 2-octave scale, yep, that would go right from low down up to high. Now, there's one last thing I want to touch on, and that's our chords. So if you actually jump in and look at a chord, 1, 3, 5, right? Easy. You can actually just see it's 1, 3, and 5. Very simple to write out in notation. Now, catch is that on guitar, we don't necessarily play those notes in a nice even order. So if you take the E minor chord, as we have here, Looks nice and easy, doesn't it? But on guitar, it's actually got 6 notes being played, and we can split them up like this. Okay? So just have a think about it, where you've actually got each of those notes playing, and you can see that writing out guitar music as sheet music can be a bit tricky, but it's well and truly worth picking up some basics so that you can actually read some sheet music. We'll leave it there and we'll have a look at some key signatures next time.